Tour. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Tottenham on Tour. This is Everywhere You Go, a new show. Really looking forward to this. We've been planning this. We got a great group of guests, and we've got a great bunch of guests lined up as well. Really looking forward to it. It's a ton of fun. Bri, good to see you, mate. You've been looking forward to this too. We've been talking about it a lot. How you feeling today? How's things?
I am feeling very, very good, my friend. We've been waiting to do this show for a very, very long time. Obviously, we were, just so people know, and we'll say what happened. We were meant to have Toronto Spurs, obviously being from Toronto as our first place or destination of Everywhere You Go. But unfortunately, our chairman, Matt Frank, has been a little bit under the weather, so we're postponing that one. But in talks of substitutions and in talk of right time, right place,
couldn't be anybody any better, to be fair.
This has worked out perfectly.
Yep.
Because this is a destination very, very close to my heart.
Of course.
My religion, and having lived there for 3 years. And a certain football club is going out there tomorrow. We have got Rafi and Mahor from Spurs Israel. Good afternoon, people. How are you?
What's up, gentlemen?
Hi.
Welcome to the channel.
Hi, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
How are we doing?
Thank you for having us.
It's our pleasure. It's our pleasure. Rafi, how's things in Israel right now? You guys are a little bit further ahead, getting ready for this, this tour that's happening with Tottenham. Are you guys pumped?
Yeah, of course we are. We can't wait for it. From the day one, there was some rumors about the game here in Israel. We just couldn't wait for it, and now we're getting ready for the arrival of the team and watch Tottenham.
Exactly. Yeah. I have to say, Mahor, as well, for you, how amazing is it that it's Jose Mourinho's Roma that we're playing in Israel?
Yeah, it is. It's the time for to make our vengeance on what he did on his last days, and if it was not enough that he did not take care of the final, now we can give the stamp on it.
Exactly, and also Pablo Dybala will be there, won't he?
Yeah. I think he's joined Roma, right? So
he has indeed.
Player that we've been looking at over the last couple seasons, but we're really looking forward to this chat, guys. We've got a few questions in the wheelhouse to get to, and we'll start with the first one. Israeli Spurs. Where and how are you guys formed? Tell us a little bit about the formation of the group you guys have created and how that happened.
The official supporters club we formed on 2012. Before it, I think the emerge of Facebook in Israel and all over the world really helped us to find different Spurs fans. I grew up and as a Spurs fan and never met anyone that supports Spurs until I went for a pub in my city that I live in, Kfar Saba in Israel, and I saw a scarf of Tottenham. So like this, we started to connect, and on 10 years ago we formed the supporters club, and from a Facebook page of 10-15 people, we are now more than 2,000.
Fantastic.
Well done.
Going strong over there.
Exactly. I mean, Spurs, obviously there's a huge connection with Spurs and Israel. I know that full well. So what was your first introduction into Spurs, Mahor?
I think it was on the lasagna season. It is a great time to choose. My uncle came from England, and he told me about the Eid Army, and I was like maybe 14, just after my bar mitzvah, and I said, okay, this is the team I want to support in England. And from there, it's like a love story full of disappointments.
So you are a Spurs fan proper then.
Yeah, but I always say that we Spurs fans have the pink sunglasses, because every season we start the season with such big optimism. And even this season, I said on our podcast that we should aim for the title. But
hey, I said the same thing. I get ripped apart from other friends about it and telling us how deluded we are as Spurs fans. But I do think this is a season potentially where it could happen. We've got the right manager. We've got depth in our squad finally, with the quality in that depth as well. So very excited about it. It's
absolutely. Yeah. We need a lot of things to fall in place for that, but it could be. If it could be, it is this season.
I'll tell you what, Mahoy, it's funny that you mentioned the West Ham lasagna game, because as I was saying to Rafi, I used to live in Israel. I made Aliyah. I lived in Israel from 2004 to 2007. And that very game, I was in the Scotland Yard not Scotland Yard, Toronto, in the underground in Eilat. And obviously there's a certain Yossi Benayoun who plays for West Ham. And he scored the winner, didn't he? And you can imagine there was a lot of Spurs fans in the pub, but loads of Israelis. So not only did we have lasagna, not only did we lose Champions League to the filth, but it was an Israeli that scored the goal. I was like, oh my God.
It's so Spurs right there. I mean, it's everything in one moment.
That's the definition of Spurs, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
That really is. So yes, the next question we got for you guys, and we'll go to you first, Mahor. Tell us a bit about what you do with your members. Do you have any special offers when you go to your pub and watch the games, and what's it like?
So as the official membership, we have the discounts that the club gave us for tickets, but in Israel, the membership is not, it doesn't cost anything, and you can come to watch a game in our local pub, which is located in Petach Tikva. And we are sometimes there, maybe more than 100 people, maybe 20 people. It depends on the opponent and the magnitude of the game, and we get discounts on the beers, like 1+1, and sometimes they gave us chasers if it is a real big game. And the celebrations after the
do they give you more when we win?
When we beat Arsenal.
If it is very special, they give
That's a nice benefit.
Guys. It used to be run by one of our members. It is a pizza and beer bar. This is the concept, and it's fantastic atmosphere there. And Rafi mentioned that we used to be in different places, but we found home, a place of a supporter.
That's fantastic. What about you, Rafi? Anything else you want to add regarding the memberships and everything that you can think of?
Not really. Only what Mar said about.
Rafi, how many members do you guys have? Is that essentially the same amount as your Facebook page? Are they the Facebook page related to the membership group?
Yeah, it's more than 2,000. Yeah.
Okay. That's amazing. That's a large number. I mean, I think in Toronto, what's our
Toronto? I mean,
250, 300 kind of thing?
I think it's more than that now. But we normally get, like, near the end of the season, we got hundreds of people in for like Spurs, Arsenal, and the Norwich game. But talking with memberships, I believe you've both. I don't know if it's either of you two, but you've been in contact with very, very good friends of ours, and you may be meeting up with a certain Ben and Simeon Daniel from We Are Tottenham TV.
Yes, we've been in contact with them. They're coming for the game on Saturday, and
fantastic.
Hopefully, we're gonna meet them before the game.
They're honestly. Have you ever met them when they've come out to Israel before? This will be the first time.
I haven't met them. I'm not
first time.
Oh, you're in for a treat. I'm very, very lucky to know them very, very well. They are great couple people, guys, yeah. And they are very, very much looking forward to coming to Israel and meeting all of you guys. So we're going to move on to the very, very good stuff now.
Yeah, this is the one I think I've been waiting for the most, the match experience. Of course, we have the sort of the walk into the pub or the walk up to the ground. Everybody's kind of got their own experience. What's it like? Where's the pub in the city that it's in? How is it busy? Tell us a little bit about what that day is like for you guys. Rafi, go ahead first.
Okay, the pub, as Maor mentioned, it's in a city called Petah Tikva.
I'll get you to spell that for me when we're done, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no problem. There is a rumor about Petah Tikva in Israel that the city doesn't exist. So it's
oh, cool.
People don't really like the city. I don't know why.
Sleepy city.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's 20 minutes away from Tel Aviv, usually. Depends on traffic.
Everything's 20 minutes away from Tel Aviv. When I lived there, you say, "Where is this?" And they go, "Oh, it's near Tel Aviv."
Yeah.
That's what they used to say. But
the cabs all say that, right?
Exactly. Sorry, Rafik, you carry on, buddy.
Yeah, it's okay. So it's in the middle of an area with a lot of bars and restaurants. We usually sit outside. We have a big screen, and half an hour before you can start to see the place getting filled. People come with their shirts, scarves, flags, all the songs, Spurs songs.
So I was going to ask you about that. You guys singing songs the entire time as well?
Yeah, of course. Maor is one of our big vocal guys. So
okay.
Oh, good.
There is a joke that I lose my voice very, very easily. Like in the halftime, I'm done.
This guy right here, same thing.
That's me. When we're at our pubs, I don't shut up.
Sings the entire time.
Yeah,
it's great.
You can't help it. We are going to talk a little bit more about the pub, but thankfully I spoke to Rafi, and Rafi sent 2 videos in to experience the match day. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to play one, and we're going to start with probably one of the best videos I've ever seen of celebrating a moment in my life. And we're going to talk about that. And then obviously we'll show the other one and have a little chat about that. So let's put on the one of the best videos people you're ever likely to see.
Yeah, fantastic. Enjoy, folks.
Here's Dele Alli. Here's Lucas Moura. Oh, they done it! I cannot believe it! Lucas Moura with the last kick of the game. The Ajax players collapse to the ground. Tottenham Hotspur are heading to the Champions League final with a goal that we just couldn't believe. Jermaine Genius is speechless. Absolutely speechless. And so is everyone inside this stadium.
I can't believe it, Fletch.
The full-time whistle. It's glory, glory, Tottenham Hotspur in the most amazing Champions League semi-final that most of us have ever seen.
Even Harry's ankle's looking all right all of a sudden.
Wow.
Yeah, they are. You got to tell us how you guys got that video. Look, clearly, it's obvious. It's CCTV security cameras, right? But tell us how you put it together, or whoever knows best about it. But absolutely fantastic. I mean, to get 4 different angles in 4 different places and have it all kind of come together like that. Somebody should try to do that at every pub across the board when they can, because such a good idea. But yeah, tell us a bit about it.
Yeah, so first of all, I must say I have a little bit tears in my eyes. This is
like my goosebumps as I was watching.
Yeah. pure joy. And as I mentioned, the pub used to be run by one of our members, so he take all the security cameras, and I think it was Alon who edited it. We have like a video editor in our close members, and he put everything together, put the sound, and it's just amazing.
Honestly, I can remember that moment. I actually watched it at home at my apartment in Toronto. I didn't go to the pub, but my God, do I wish I did now. But Rafi, were you in the pub that day as well? And were you one of those people jumping and screaming like that?
No, in the quarterfinal against City, in the first game I was there, and in the game at the Etihad I wasn't. I was at home. So after the first game against Ajax, I said if it worked in against City, I will do it again.
Right?
Yeah. But I didn't know what to do when Lucas scored the third goal. I just ripped the shirt out of me. It was like 3 pieces shirt. I didn't know what to do.
I have to say, before we play the second video, anyone in the comments, when you get to watch this, if you've seen a better video than that, obviously there's so many videos around the world of that moment, but to have the security footage, I think, and especially with your guy actually putting the commentary over it as well.
Yeah, brilliant.
It is just, it's phenomenal, that video. I don't think you can beat it. But so the second one
it was also Independence Day in Israel.
Oh my gosh.
It was so strange, like everyone, like 100 people coming to see a game instead of being in the shows that we have here in Israel. And
they had their priority, right?
On the half time, we are praying, people like with their hands like this and don't believe, and then the magic starts.
Oh, and what magic it was!
Felt so good.
So the second video is from another very special game. Guys, do you want to say what game we're about to watch?
Yeah, it's the last North London derby that was in May after Arsenal decided not to play on January.
Yeah, love the digs are in. All right, let's check it out.
When they...
Ole, ole, ole! Ole, ole, ole!
So good.
Oh, man. What were the emotions like on that day? Were you both there, first of all?
No.
Yes. No, you didn't? Oh, you were in Italy, right?
So Mauro, where did you watch it then? And then we'll come to you, Rafi, to relive it.
So I must admit, I did not watch the game since I was in Florence in a conference.
Okay.
And maybe since what they did, there was an earthquake during the during the game.
Just the fans going.
I was there for conference about earthquakes, so it was a little bit strange. I don't know. Maybe magic travels with me, but I watched the game on afterwards on the internet. I had to I remember myself. Getting updates, and now it's Kane 1, 2, 3.
Glorious.
I have to say before we go to Rafi for his answer, you went to the first legs of 2 games and not the second legs, and we won and went through to a final. You didn't watch a North London derby and we won. I think we've got a pattern of what you guys need to do in the Champions League when we get to the knockout stages.
Yeah.
And any North London derbies. Yeah, back and forth. But Rafi, what was it like in the pub that night?
It was amazing. All the atmosphere before the game. It was, I think, the first time we met in the pub after 2 years of the COVID pandemic, and the places were closed, and we couldn't get a lot of people to come for the games. So we had more than 100 people from before the kickoff. It was great atmosphere. And then in each goal, it was just better and better. And I think from after the goal of Son, the third goal, we just almost 45 minutes of constant
just celebration,
singing.
but not. Yeah, we did the same. We did the same, just nonstop, because you're like, this game's over. They didn't even show up, and of course they're on a red card, so they're on 10 men. And second half was just celebration for 45 minutes of fantastic stuff.
Yeah,
Joe, I've got another question to ask you, which is actually, did you guys all get together to watch the filth lose to Newcastle at that pub?
Yeah, was there? Will they show other games there?
I will answer now, and you will start do the same like before. I didn't watch the game. I was sick. I went to bed at 10 o'clock Israeli time. The kickoff was 10 o'clock Israeli time.
Yep.
And I was with fever and everything. I woke up in 3 a.m., watched the phone, saw that Newcastle won, and all the fever went away.
What about you,
Mahmoud? I opened the TV only after 2-0. I cannot stand seeing Arsenal playing. It's like
They were so shit though. It was great.
They were. So guys, what we want to talk to you about now is obviously Spurs are flying out tomorrow. What's the atmosphere like in Israel now amongst the Spurs fans? And is there anything special going on? Like, where's the game? The game's been played in Haifa, isn't it?
Yes.
So is Haifa preparing itself, or is there any special things going on in Israel?
Because the game is on Saturday,
so
it's a bit, so it's a bit tough to arrange a lot of things. But for us, let's start before the game, because during this week we made shirts and scarves of our fan club. I'm wearing one now. Maybe I will just show it.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Show it off, man. Show it off.
Oh, Spurs Israel.
That's banging.
Fantastic.
I have Brian. You probably know the necklace of Chai.
Yep.
So we put it on the.
Oh, that's great.
On the sign.
Great touch. Yeah.
That is amazing.
So this was first step. We have also a lot of I think it's called the tifo.
We know
flags
tifo.
And banners and balloons and everything for the game itself. So everything is from all the members of our supporters club just donated or purchased it, and everything is. It was amazing to see all the people that contribute to this. And we also have a podcast. So we have a special guest for our podcast on Friday. Ledley King will join us. So
No way.
Yeah.
Okay, because I had written down, you mentioned earlier podcast, and so I wanted to ask you about the podcast, and you know, obviously you can let our subscribers know how to, like, what the name of it is and where to catch it. But I'm sorry, you just said you got Ledley King on the podcast. Is that?
Yes.
How the heck did you get that happening? That's incredible.
We just asked for a player. We have a joke in our podcast that we want Oliver Skip from the start of his career, but we got Ledley, so there's no complaints.
Skip Ledley.
You offer a player, you get a legend. Man, that is going to be. What time Israel time is that going to be on Friday?
At noon time we are doing the podcast, and I think a few hours after it we will just
no, but I think we are doing a video. It will be live, no?
I'm not sure if it will be live, but it will be video. But
if you guys can get us the information, we'll put it in the description of this video. So if you're watching this video, make sure you tune in. You get a chance to listen to Ledley King with these lads. Talking about Spurs in Israel, and yeah, I mean that's amazing. So we'll get that info from you guys when we're off screen here. But wow, cool. So how long have you guys been doing the podcast for? Is this something this recent, or you've been doing it for a while?
4 years.
Okay, so it's
we
been a
started
while.
on the
Nice.
the season of the Champions League season. So we started it.
Okay, so no, that's, I mean, Ledley King, I'm blown away.
You see, he's not even talking anymore.
I'm literally, obviously, I've met him a few times. I was actually in a box for Crystal Palace the last season of the Lane, and I was literally just sitting on the pitch, and I went in to get a cold drink, and Ledley King was in the box. I went, oh my God, Ledley King's in my box. And it was like, what? And then he looked at me, but he is a top guy, and he's a legend. So I hope you guys have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Where are you guys sitting in the stadium? You got good seats? Is it you're going to get good view of the players?
I will let you answer.
Yes, we spoke with the guys that arranged the game, and they gave us two sections that were the sell of the tickets were exclusive for us. So all the Facebook members got the link for those sections, and I believe we will be around 700, something like this, sitting together. We have a lot of flags, a lot of things that we want to do and give a good show. We also printed some.
Yeah, we're coming to Israel.
We're coming to Israel.
See you in a couple days.
You should.
Oh, that'd be so good, so good. Eventually, we'll get there. But
exactly.
yeah. Anything else you want to add before?
No, guys. I just want to say, obviously, this is the first one, and guys, honestly,
thank you so much for coming on.
Apart
really appreciate
from
it.
Toronto, I couldn't think of a better country and destination and time and everything to start. But what we wanted to do in this last part is obviously plug your podcast, plug your Facebook, plug your Twitter, plug anything you want, and let people know where they can find you this weekend.
Okay, let's start on Saturday. The game starts at 9:15 in the evening, and from 5:30 in the afternoon, there is a place called Burger Salon outside of the stadium. We will be there, and also some friends from some of your friends, where Tottenham TV will be there, and we'll just have good times, good food, good beer, and just pass the time until the game. And we are on Facebook. We have a closed group. I'm not sure. It's called. I think it's in Hebrew, so it might be tough. But
Yeah.
Tottenham Israel will bring you to the right place. And on Twitter, Spurs Israel. And it's the same name of our podcast. You can find it everywhere: Spotify, Apple, and any podcast
destination. And like I said, we'll put the links. We'll get the links from you guys and make sure we've got them right, and we'll put them in the description so you can click on them. You can go check out the podcast. Hopefully, catch it live if it is live, or just afterwards with Led the King. And yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure, guys. Really buzzing to have you guys on here. Really excited to start this show, and couldn't have had better guests to have the first show with. So thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Stay behind when we close this, because we'll chat to you about getting all the details. But that was it, basically, wasn't it? The first episode of Everywhere You Go.
Everywhere You Go, I guess.
Destination was Israel. Go check everything out. And we will see you on the next one.
Peace.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you.
Tottenham On Tour.